we're talking women's basketball, right?
Are.
Obviously passionate about it. I mean, we talk about your legacy in sports, but talk about how you've seen it change. I mean, it's so different from when you started basketball to now. How do you feel when you see the transition?
I am so proud. I'm so proud of the game. I'm so proud of the women who play this game. I remember starting off with the WNBA in 1997. It was orange and white on Monday night. That was our little slogan that we would do. I was at the first All-Star game. I'm here at the All-Star game now. No comparison to what we're seeing. Just the embracing of the athletes and the whole, I say it's not a moment, it's a movement, and that's the difference. But it's wonderful as a former player to see it.
I mean, I was going to talk about that. I mean, we look back at your love for basketball. I mean, 18 years after you started college, the WNBA was created. Did you ever think that there was going to be a moment that women are playing in sold-out NBA arenas?
Well, Kaitlyn, I hope so.
Yeah.
When I was in college, there was a professional league, and we scrimmaged them, and as freshmen, we beat them. And I was smart enough to know this league is not going to be around by the time I get to be graduate. And I knew that, just didn't make it. But now you have the WNBA and the way they're expanding in that. And there was part, but you know what? Because we didn't have the WNBA, I went to my class and I made sure that I graduated. And this is my way of being a professional athlete. That's what I wanted to do in the beginning when I worked at ESPN and covered sporting events. And it's just to see the athletes of the day. Man, I would love to think.
A long time ago,
right?
right?
Oh my gosh, the way, but I love the athleticism. I love, and sometimes I get criticized about being, nasty. And I'm like, no. Do you know what it means to play basketball? Do you know what it means to be a pro athlete? And they make us all proud, all of them.
And it's just incredible to see how the fans have really embraced, right? I mean, we talk about how much it's changed, even in recent years. I mean, we have the Caitlin Clark movement. You got Aaliyah Boston come in, especially in a hometown like Indiana who does basketball, right? Yeah. We're proud of that. But when you see the fans embrace the players, so much like people like you have already embraced them for decades and for generations, what does it mean to you as a fan of the sport to see that embrace?
Can I just say thank you? Thank you. I'm going to look directly in the camera, thank you, because that's what we've always needed. We've had the players, we've had pockets of people that would follow, but to have these fans who are just rabid and, Freddie Fever and just the whole atmosphere being in that arena, and for them to embrace this team as they have, and that's what it's taken to get it to that next level. That's what it's taken to have millions watching on television. They're setting ratings records, attendance records, and now even men are going like, what's going on?
We got to pay attention.
What's going on
You see the men walking around with the team shirts, the player shirts, everywhere you go, right?
You do.
What does it mean for you as or share a little bit about you? I mean, how has your love for basketball, your history with basketball helped shape you to be the journalist you are today?
Oh, Kaitlyn, bless you. I would not be where I am if it were not for Title IX. I can say that first of all, which led me to basketball. Everything that men for generations were able to learn from sports to go on to be successful in business and in life, did the same for me. It taught me about setting goals. It taught me about being a teammate. It taught me about wins and losses and how to bounce back. And I'm just so grateful to the game. And then when I look back and I see, Tamika Catchings, 15 years that she played, and to see her up on that wheel like that. And it just shows you that, if you put yourself in a position, proximity is power. You can wish, hope, and pray all you want, but you have to position yourself for success. And that's what basketball and sports did for me.
What was it for you? How did the love for basketball begin? Because it's obvious. It's obvious with you. I think people think, Robin Roberts and basketball, they sort of go hand in hand on top of the whole journalism thing. Mm-hmm. But basketball's kind of been etched into your identity.
I know. We were that kind of family in Mississippi that had the basketball goal packed up to the garage. It was just something that I've been this height since the 8th grade. Now, I wish I could have kept going.
Right.
8th grade, I was like,
towering over everybody.
I didn't have the position. I just put this out there and I'd get the rebound. Got to college, everybody caught up with me. But it was just the love of everything about it. It's just the sound. And you know you're a basketball player. I love coming in at gym.
And just hearing the ball.
Oh yeah, you
just hearing the ball.
Ooh,
hit the plywood.
Oh
yeah.
It sounds so good.
When you walk into Gamebridge for the game and you just see, you're going to see the magnitude of people, right? But when you see the transformation of the game, all the way from the players to the fans to everything it is today,
All
What's
of it.
that going to feel
From,
like? That
from the
moment for
announcers.
you?
Now, if we just have the referees be, I'm sorry, that's another story.
That's a story for another day, Robin.
Well, I mean, but if they could just be on the level with everything you said.
I mean, plenty of teams have called that out. But
it's true. But no. In all sincerity, and I was being sincere. When I walk in and I see, first of all, when I'm courtside, because I do get good seats.
the perks of the job.
I'm telling you, I'm watching them in awe of how they're going up and down the court and just, left, right, and just the athleticism, the pure athleticism and strength. And then I'm looking around in the arena and the crowd that's so into it, and men and boys with the jerseys on, not just young girls and women. And the mask, I mean, the whole production value, the announcers that are there now, everything, how it is just such at a level that, and Tamika Catchings, who I talked to earlier, said the same thing. She said, about how this is really, we're rounding first base. We still have a long way to go.
That was going to be my last thing to you of where you hope or what you think needs to be done to continue this momentum that women's basketball is seeing.
Pay the players.
Amen.
Bam. Bam.
You said it.
Yeah,
that's the next step.
What is it about you? You get me saying stuff I shouldn't be saying. No, but they have to. I know there's a collective bargaining agreement, and the players aren't trying to be greedy. They're just saying, look at what they got eyes.
Look at the job we're doing, right?
Yes, look at the job that we're doing, and let's just be, properly compensated. We're not trying. No, we're not going to make NBA money. We understand that, but that's part of it. And I think until you have that kind of buy-in from the league that's saying yes, I mean, it's great that they're expanding to all these teams, but it's really paying the players what they deserve, and improving the officiating. Let's be honest there, and I'm being very kind. They need to improve. They need to come up to all of that. We'll just continue to be as good as.
Finally, I know you're a mom. I'm a mom myself to a little girl. Being a mom to little ones that are growing up in a world that is oftentimes so questionable, right? I mean, we see in our line of work sometimes the worst of the worst, right? What does it mean for you to see positive things like this, showing young girls that they can do this?
Well, thank you. I'm a mom to a dog, but that's okay. He is my fur baby, but
what does that mean to you, to that next generation?
Yeah, listen, I've lost count how many nieces I have. I mean, it goes into double digits of nieces and great nieces that I have. And to see that they can be and do anything that they want, and the way that they grew up, I mean, like I talk about Title IX, well, there was a time in my life where there wasn't Title IX. These women are growing up with it. From day one, they're taught the proper way to play a sport. They're encouraged, they're embraced. And I think seeing that will just continue on and on. I'm so grateful to be a part of it. Did you play little hoops?
I did a little bit.
What'd you play?
But then I went into the running world of things.
That's it.
From there, that was it. That was it. Well, do you have anything else you want to say? Thanks for coming to Indy.
I just want to say, there's a big debate on is it Springfield or is it Indiana?
Listen, Robin.
So I'm going to say, what is that?
In 99 states, they're in
What school did you go to? What school did you go to?
In 49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana.
I have heard that a time or two, and rightfully so.
Thank you, Robin, so much for
Have
doing
you been up
this.
since this morning?
Yeah, I had a little luncheon. The commissioner was there, so things have been rolling.
Engelbert?